I'm going to tell you here in this video why you need downspout extensions. I'm going to show you what I did to install these downspout extensions, and I am going to show you what I did to improve the grading of the area around here around my foundation. And you're going to see the difference at the end of this video and what I was able to accomplish by doing these two things. Now, these downspout extensions can be found on Amazon, but they can also be found at your local big box store. Now there's going to be a link down in the description below for the ones to Amazon, and because those are the easiest and most accessible ones online. Now these downspout extenders have these caps on them that will allow you to attach to the downspouts with screws. So really nice product. You can extend these up to 24 inches. Now these of course are the ones from Lowe's. Now, when I'm doing any projects around the house, I do use this tool set that's linked down in the description below. It's going to have everything that I need really to attach these downspout extenders to the downspouts on my gutters. So really excited to get started with this project. But basically, this is the problem area. Now, I've installed these downspout extensions all around my property, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a rainstorm here in a few minutes. But this is me installing initially, and starting from the beginning before I do any grading, I'm going to show you how to install these downspout extensions. Now, this is a really great option if you don't want to spend all that money on a French drain. Each one of these is about $9. On Amazon, you can get a set of 3 for about $33. So check the links down in the description below for current pricing, of course. Now these downspout extensions that I bought from Lowe's didn't come with screws, so I had to use some from home. One thing that comes included in this toolbox are some drill attachments, and so you can test which one you'd like to use based off of that size. So I tested a few of them and I landed on one, and that's the one I'm going to attach to my Ryobi drill to attach these downspout extenders to my downspouts. Now, you don't necessarily have to attach these extenders, but I really would, just because when there's a really heavy rain, there's the possibility that these could slide off, and I don't really want to take that risk. So I'm attaching, and of course you want to make sure that it's positioned correctly. Now I want you to notice what I have circled here on the video. This area here, you notice that there's a downspout that comes down in that area, and you'll see why there is that crater-like, or that open area under that concrete slab. Now these downspout extenders are not the prettiest things to look at, so I wanted to position them in a way that wasn't really an eyesore when you looked at my landscaping. Now, of course, if you want something totally hidden, you'll have to spend the thousands of dollars for French drains, but for now, this is a good cheap option to get moisture and rainwater away from the foundation so that there is no damage that happens to the foundation. And I'm going to show you what could happen to the area around your foundation if you allow for the downspout to just dump water around your foundation for an extended period of time. And really all of that could be avoided with these inexpensive materials. You can do the math. You may need 2-3 extensions per downspout. Maybe you have 4 downspouts. And so you can do quick math and know that it would be really inexpensive to be able to do this. Now, another thing you'll want to look at is the grading of the area around your foundation. Now, you may have a bigger project on your hands. For me, it was a smaller project. And I'm going to show you the extent of the issue that I was having with the grading just directly around my foundation. Really not a major widespread issue, but really a smaller problem that you may be able to identify around your home and that really could end up being fixed. I'm going to show you 2 areas around my foundation where water erosion happened because water was not diverted away from this area. Now you can see here, even with the one extender that I had, water was puddling up in this area and pulling around the foundation. And this one spot is really where you see a lot of erosion when we ended up taking the rock out because that water, it was just puddling up there. And there also was additional flow of water from the top, from the gutter. There's some damage there. And so these two things caused there to be damage to the soil to the point where it started to erode, and now water was puddling around that area of the foundation. If you see this other extender that I have, it is working quite well, and you can see it comes in the white color. It is doing its job and making the water flow away from the foundation into this little area canal that I have around the landscaping. Now, previously the water would have been pulling around this area, Now the area I'm about to show you has the most damage from water, and with the extenders you see that water is able to pull away from that area, but you see all of that erosion that already happened. Now this is a great example of water flowing away from the home and being diverted away from the foundation. Now what I did was I pulled up all of the rock around this area and I determined the area that really needed to be worked on. I also had some mold growing in this area, so I used some outdoor bleach for that, and you'll see that improve here throughout the video. Now the positioning of my extenders right now are to fit the project. This is not the ultimate positioning. This is just in case a big rainstorm comes in and a lot of water is diverted away at this time, even while I'm doing the project. I don't want water in this area. And what I want to do is fill in the spots that are low and kind of grade them. So this was not a big project, but I got the cheapest dirt that I could find at Lowe's, and I kind of just begun filling. And this is one part of the project. You can see the mold is starting to go away. You can see those cracks are starting to fill up. The two parts that I did, outdoor bleach and the dirt. And really what I wanted to do was make a grading away from that foundation area. And there was a rainstorm that came through, and that kind of helped me take a look and see what happens when there is rain in this area and how the soil was able to settle. So I really ended up putting on another layer of soil and making sure that the grading was just right and matched the other areas. You can see that there's areas where I already still have rock. Well, those areas did not get affected by the water erosion, and so I wanted to kind of match these other parts with the parts that were already at the right levels of the foundation. Now my compacting method was not the best. I just simply stomped on that area multiple times. Now this is what it looked like before and after I did my project, adding soil and taking away some of that mold. This is what it looks like now. So you can see that it was not a major project, but with this little bit of work that I was able to do and a little bit of money I invested here, I have been able to fill in this area, and if water ever gets back into this area, it will be diverted away instead of towards the foundation. And you also have the gutter downspout extensions that are going to divert the water away anyways. This is what happens over time when you don't have these extenders. Water can just accumulate and start to cause damage in soil and foundations, and it really is not a good result at the end of the day. This is the other area that I was able to fill in that I identified. I really was able to identify this by walking out on a rainy day and seeing where is the water puddling up. Even with the extensions installed, don't just assume that everything is going well and that there is no water problem. You really do need to verify for yourself by walking out, especially when there's a really heavy thunderstorm. It's a really perfect time to check those things out. Now here's a great example of a heavy storm that came in a few days after I was finalizing editing this video. Came just in time for me to show you just how well these downspout extenders work. And so you can see here I had to extend this one quite a bit, but it is worth it because it is now getting moisture. All that heavy water that would be falling in this area and puddling up near the foundation now is being diverted away from the foundation. And I was able to do this with a pretty moderately low budget. In total, I spent about $50 on dirt and $90 on the downspout extenders. So all in all, I'm at about $140, $150 after tax. And that is really a low cost to be able to do some really big preventative maintenance. I hope this video ended up being helpful. If it was, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.